right.
Welcome to Whiskey Vaults.
I have my
Yes.
level 3, but Zach,
So I get the unused one?
you can't have one of these.
things.
Look, you don't want one of those.
I'm aware of
you don't
information.
in the world. Look at this. Feel that. So much more comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Zach hand braided the new ones.
Yeah. So it's not metal. It's
Yeah. Oh, that feels good. That's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
I could shoot 20 videos.
Okay. That would be the end of
And
the
then we
Whiskey
die.
Vault.
Yeah.
Yes. You see us die from alcohol poisoning on YouTube.
Oh God.
We got a whiskey. Hudson?
We do.
We've had Hudson. What's different
Damn it.
about this Hudson?
Where's my knife again? Here it is.
Hudson single malt. Have we had the single malt?
We've not had the single malt. So Ralph Lorenzo and his crew, they founded this. It's now owned, I think it's William Grant, but anyways, still involved. But this is like, if you go look at the Hudson distillery,
Right.
there's a
This
whole
is in
new,
New York.
New York. The website. There's a whole new product line and a whole new style and all new names, but this is like historical heritage from when this is 4-year-old small barrels,
Yes.
100% barley, Tuttletown spirits. This is a gift from the trash titan William Schappert.
Hey.
Cheers, you magnificent bastards.
I love when we just stopped there. Hey.
You gotta trash it up.
Yeah.
You gotta trash
Hey.
it up for the trash titan. Just trash.
At some point we just
Total trash.
At some point we just moon him. I always turn around. William Schappert. Okay.
Really quick though.
Yeah.
I'm very amused with the tiny cork hole.
Yeah. And the massive cork top. It looks
Yeah.
like it's huge.
It's got a little cork hole.
Yeah. It's
Like
adorable.
you can't put your thumb in there.
Yeah.
Which is the true test of whiskey bottle quality, I guess.
So they
your
started
thumb in
doing 375s
Yeah.
early on, like because again they were all small barrels, small releases.
I like the nose.
But
It is.
cinnamon. This is the most cinnamon forward malt that I've smelled in a while.
Well, so I was gonna say, yes, it's a single malt, but the fact that they were initially known for their bourbon, I'm finding some, to your point, some bourbon qualities.
I think the grain forward T note is taking it. It's very grain forward.
Yeah, it's cinnamon that you were using in like a pastry, like a baked. Mm-hmm. It's just not naked by itself cinnamon.
Yeah, it does very raw barley forward front agricultural kind of grain field. Then cinnamon butter.
Yeah, some sugar mixed in there too.
You know,
there's a sweetness.
There's a 24 diner in town makes these Belgian yeast rising Belgian waffles.
Okay.
And if you ever try them,
I don't even know where 24 Diner is.
it's next to Waterloo Records. It's one of my favorite places in Austin. It's
Okay,
awesome.
I've been to Waterloo. I haven't been.
They anyway, I had it with the boys this week, and it's the yeast rising Belgian waffle is very yeasty forward.
Yeah.
Almost tastes like a fermentation.
Yeah.
Funk, right? And then they put this brown sugar butter
Okay.
plopped on top of it.
Yeah.
I'm getting both of those things in this nose: a brown sugar butter
Yes.
and this yeast forward pastry, sweet pastry.
We're still on the nose. You know what I also get? A little bit of the smell of Play-Doh.
Yeah, I see what you mean by that.
Yeah. It's underneath all of these other qualities we're talking about. I'm going.
And then I'm getting a little bit of the wood. There's the woody flavor. The oakiness is all in the palate.
Yeah.
It starts with oak, rounds into this sweet sugar,
Yeah.
malty roundness,
And it finishes.
honey
like
and molasses.
I was gonna say jammy.
Yeah. Oh, jammy. Interesting. Like fruit.
It's.
I'm not getting that.
This is 46%, and it's very flavorful. Yeah. It's nice.
Still a little green on the end of the palate for
It
me.
set me up nice on the nose. I was expecting like a lot of flavor coming out of this,
Yeah.
and it delivered. There's like a lot going on. It does like it comes across as a little lively. It's throwing some elbows. It's not like sharp or burny, but you can tell this isn't like it's not an ancient whiskey that's been matured for years and years. This is it's got some pep to it. All right, and that Play-Doh is starting to creep out a little bit more, going back to the nose.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm waiting for that to set. I'm getting the more I go back, the more it turns into agricultural grain front granola.
Yeah, and you lose a step on the cinnamon sugar.
It gets less sweet.
Do we know how old?
Same on the palate.
Do we know how old this is? Because
At least 4.
Okay.
Or under 4. So they say it's because it says 8. I keep saying 4. Aged under 4 is what it says on the bottle.
Okay.
So it's somewhere in the age range. They've had barrels, I think, everywhere from like 8 months to like 2 or 3 years. And they blend those together. There's various sizes at the time, from 5 gallon to like 15.
There's a fresh,
20
young,
plus.
agricultural, barley forward whiskey in this glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. But if you're looking for something that has a tremendous amount of age and maturity and some, it's complex. I don't want to say if you want something more complex. There's a lot of complexity here, but it strikes me as not super old, super aged. The fact that it's under 4, I would have expected a little bit more age out of this. But up in New York, you don't have. You said of small barrels. Okay.
Does that look like 3 or a 5 to you?
That would be a 5.
Or a 4?
I'm going with
5?
4.
I'm going with 5, then 4, then 3.
Okay, so it says year 15, batch 1.
Okay.
If anyone's got something to compare it to.
Yeah.
All right.
I dig it. It's fine. It's a worthwhile single malt, but it's not blowing the doors off of this hoopty.
You have a hoopty?
I am a hoopty. I am a walking hoopty. Kevin Cochran, I like the idea of using word clouds. What folks get it on the nose, right? Isn't
That
cool?
was one of my favorite ideas that you've had.
Yeah. So-
was the group managed word clouds.
Yeah, I've for months been trying to figure out with a more elegant situation,
Right.
because the moment somebody's on a platform like Reddit or Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, and you give them a link and it takes them off the platform,
Right.
nobody wants to get off the platform. This is a pain in the ass. So I'm trying to figure out a more elegant solution for people to be able to do word cloud inputs, because yes, I think it's a lot more helpful to see what people are tasting in mass,
Right.
than what a person anecdotally, depending on what they ate and the time of day and blah, blah, blah.
That could be a really cool app alone.
I don't know.
Where it's like, here's the app. It's just called Word Cloud Whiskey or something. Here's the app.
Right.
You every time you click a whiskey, you
Right.
fill out all the things you want to fill out.
Right. So,
And the back end, it's all Excel database managed. So if you want to delete some random shit someone put in there, it's not hard.
so I actually got, probably a few weeks down the process of developing an app to do that exact thing. But it's like, does it need to be an app, or can it just be on Whiskey Tribe website?
Well, so-
WhiskeyTribe.com/flavorcloud, and then that's where you put in the inputs.
my new app guy.
Because if I'm sending people off the platform,
Anyway, my new app guy
Yeah.
says that you can design what effectively works like an app on a phone,
Yeah.
but lives on a browser.
that's nice. Yeah. I've seen something like that.
Yeah.
So we'll follow up.
And he's building me one right now.
Oh.
For the association.
Okay, we'll have a conversation with you, me, and Peter, because I agree. That's
Yeah.
a lot of fun, and the fact that I think it's kind of this broad spectrum accumulation of what a lot of people are tasting.
And if it lived live,
yeah,
then it's like the word cloud got more and more dense over time as more and more people reviewed it.
yeah.
I mean, that would be cool.
It's basically, you may have a very different experience of what we're describing, but I think it's super helpful for people to see in mass what are a lot of other people
Right.
tasting, and that's going to give you a better likelihood
Finish
of being
his
able
comment.
to identify notes. I like to ramble, though. Dan.
I know, but
You give me.
You're gonna
you get me on a topic that I talk about.
You're gonna like. It's gonna cause more rambling.
Okay.
I mean, you're gonna like it. That's my point.
Okay. Word clouds, folks get on the nose and on the taste of the way to rate whiskey. The only problem with that is that MBs would put troll comments and they're like, D's nuts, regret, or mom's unmentionables. I don't think
Already happened.
I don't think it's a bug.
Already happened.
I think it's a feature.
already
Because
happened.
one of the most fun things for me is you look at the big tasting notes like vanilla and caramel,
Yeah,
and then you start
fruit.
getting to like the single small things that people put in there.
Yeah, one person put it in.
That's very funny. It's very funny. Yeah. Chris Morin, mad respect to you guys for not chasing the numbers and keeping the channel honest and focused on the whiskey. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was basic. I'm thinking that's in reference to us just like sticking to what's being sent and
Yeah.
doing the craft. Like, they've basically turned into a craft review channel.
Well, that, and then also, I mean, if we wanted to do types of episodes where we're getting the maximum number of views, it would be things that we hate and smoothest whatever.
yeah,
every time
that
we do
too.
anything.
Yeah. Or
All right.
Yep.
Um,
It's still.
it's not bad. It's
Yeah.
not amazing. It's not horrible.
I like
it's not
their
bad.
bourbon way better than I like this.
I would say it's pretty good.
I give this
Don't just
7
no.
out of 3
Let me-
TV remote controls.
I'm so sorry. We're really not chasing those numbers, are we? Here's the fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, fight for a friend.
You steal, may you steal your liver's hearts.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.